Amica State College Math 1-to-1 Final Assessment, Section B, Practice Questions. So we are going to do question number 1 in Section B. It says consider the following probability distribution. So this is a discrete probability distribution, as you can see. And it's starting with the first question. It says, determine the value of B. So we go to CI3QIBO, we go to classwork, and we go to weekly notes, and we are looking for weekly notes number 10. This is the weekly note that deals with probabilities. So here it is. So we go in and look in there to look for a question on that topic, which is discrete probability distribution. So here's a subtopic, discrete probability model or distributions for quantitative discrete data. And here's an example 10.3. And here are some characteristics of this table. One of the important characteristics or properties of this table is that the probability values in a probability distribution must add up to 1. So all these probability values must add up to 1. So let's take a look at example 10.3. To find the value of A, it appears that the available probabilities were added up and the total was subtracted from 1 to obtain the value of A. So we have to do something similar to our question. So the value of B here is 1 minus 0.21 plus 0.13 plus 0.26 plus 0.18, and that will give us 0.22. So let's find the value of B now. Let's find part B. We got the value of B to be 0.22. Part B says find the probability that B is equal to 15. So the random variable B, what's its probability of being 15? We can get that straight from the table, which is 0.13. So the probability that B is equal to 15 is 0.13. Now let's do part C. It says, what's the probability that B is equal to 12? Now when you look into the table, the random variable B cannot assume a value of 12 because 12 is not in the probability distribution. Each value here has its corresponding probability value, and 12 is not there. So it appears that it is impossible for B to assume a value of 12, and this impossible probability is represented by a probability value of 0. So the probability that B is equal to 12 is actually 0. Now, let's determine the mean of this random variable B. Let's go to week 10 for the formula to calculate the mean when you've got a probability distribution, a discrete probability distribution, to be precise. Here in week 10, we see that to calculate the mean, when you've got a discrete probability distribution, is equal to the sum of the random variable times its corresponding probability value. And there are two notations. You can also call it the expected value of X is equal to the sum of X times P. So let's transfer it to our worksheet. So here's the formula that we are going to use to find the mean. Now, we can use Excel to help us do that because we've got to multiply and then add. So here we have transferred the data into an Excel spreadsheet. Here you have the values of the random variable from 5 to 25 and their corresponding probability values. So we can find what is equal to X, which is B times P of X, P of B. So that's our first XP, if you want to put it that way. And to get the other XPs, we just go to the lower right corner of this cell and double click to copy the formula. And now we can find the sum thereof of these X times P's. And this sum will give us the value of the mean. So it appears that the mean is equal to 14.85.